Hi student, welcome back, and today we are going to learn about the test of our food. So basically there are a few tests that you need to know. We want to know how to test starch, glucose, protein. This one you need to remember, protein and fat. So you need to remember in the exam they might ask you 4 things. They ask you, usually they ask is what test? Or this is iodine test, Benedict test, Mylon test, alcohol emulsion test. The question will ask you what are the observation. The question will ask you, usually just the observation. And here and there little bit question, for example, like they will ask you if they ask you why they need to boil the water, something like that, why you want to boil the water. That is more in-depth question. Let's flashback a bit. To test starch, we need to use iodine. You put in iodine and then you will get blue black. Blue black, you can buy the iodine. Where can you buy the iodine? You can buy in, actually iodine is ubat kuning. So you can buy at Watson, Guardian, and the pharmacy. For glucose, you need to use Benedict test. So the Benedict test is, Benedict solution is a blue solution. Blue solution, and it will turn to brick red precipitate. In case the question asks, okay, blue will turn to a brick red precipitate. And next one, we can see the Mylon test. Okay, a few more questions they can ask before I go through. Benedict solution is to test what? Benedict test is to test glucose. Let's say the question they want you to be confused. Let's say I'm the teacher, I'm doing the exam paper, I want you to be confused. I say how to test reducing sugar. And then you will be confused. What? The teacher haven't teach me what is reducing sugar. Up to you. That is your problem. Because it depends how I know. You see, the teacher want to trap you. So Benedict test is to test reducing sugar. Oh, here got already. Now the teacher will tell you, nah, you say textbook don't have, right? Nah, I tell you, reducing sugar, such as glucose, maltose, galactose, fructose. So that's it. The question might ask you anything. So the question asks you how to test maltose. What is maltose? I mean, it's the same thing lah. Glucose, maltose, galactose, fructose is considered as reducing sugar. The question might say, what are the other example of reducing sugar other than glucose? So your answer will be maltose, for example. What is another type of sugar? Maltose. So we call it reducing sugar, but this one is not in your book, but I just tell you a little bit. Reducing sugar is monosaccharide, disaccharide. Another one, the more complex form is called starch. So basically we got 3 levels. Level 1, level 2, but so far you just learn level 1, level 2, never mind. So I just draw level 1, level 2. Level 1, sugar, which is the reducing sugar. Reducing sugar, a few examples like glucose, maltose, for example. So Benedict is to test reducing sugar. The more complex sugar is starch. Okay, starch is a more complex sugar. How to make starch? But of course you cannot make starch. Starch is made by the tree, not you. Unless you do experiment or what, I don't know. Okay, so the tree will use the glucose, process it to make starch. So starch is a more complex sugar. If I can write it, I don't want to write complex sugar. I just say a bigger molecule of the sugar. Can complex sugar. Or the bigger molecule of the sugar. So it is still sugar. Let's say I eat a lot of rice, then I got diabetes. Correct or not? I eat a lot of rice because rice got a lot of starch. Eventually, when you go back to your body system, your body will use your amylase, like your saliva, to break it down back to sugar. That's why when you eat rice, you got diabetic. That's why in Malaysia, a lot of people got diabetic. A lot of people are diabetes. Why? We like to eat rice. We like to eat rice, curry with rice. Chinese eat rice, Malay eat rice, Indian people eat rice, everyone eat rice. Then one day, 50 years old, we got diabetes because we eat a lot of rice, which is actually really unnecessary to eat so much of rice. So the rice that we eat will become back the sugar, and at last we got diabetic. And the rice that we eat, the starch, it will also be stored in your body like fat. The more rice you eat, we store in a more complex form, we call it the fat. So you eat a lot of rice, you become fat with carbohydrate. So it's very unhealthy. If you want to be healthy, I think this one also in your, I forget what syllable, form 1 or form 2. If you want to be healthy, your rice should be quartered. Rice, and this one something about like protein, like fish, chicken. This is supposed to be your fruit and vegetable. So every time when you eat, it should be your diet plan. Reduce your rice. I'm very scared when I go to mama. I go to mama. Oh my gosh, do you know how much rice they put in the bungkus mama? And then bungkus until I cannot put the food on top of it. So I will say kurang sikit. Then he will kurang sikit. Kurang sikit, kurang sikit, kurang sikit. Kurang until 1/4, then I eat a lot of the dishes. Which is more healthy. Huh? Don't eat too much. Right now you need to take care. If not, later 50 years old, you got diabetes. Why? Because your science teacher taught you during form 2. So be careful not to take too much of sugar, reducing sugar, rice, starch. Okay. But of course, Benedict can test reducing sugar like glucose and maltose. But starch, you need to test starch, you need to use, oh sorry, up here. You want to test starch, you use iodine. So you put in iodine, it will become blue black. So hopefully you can understand. Okay, so just now I asked some student about what is reducing. Okay, the example of reducing sugar. And some students tell me back like reduce sugar by eating less. But I know we reduce the sugar intake by eating less. The one thing we need to know, reducing sugar, here you can see the term reducing sugar is considered as a thing. It's a noun. Like I want to talk about color pencil. Even though it's two words, color pencil, but it is referring to one thing, which is the color pencil. Reducing sugar is a thing, it's a sugar, like glucose, maltose, galactose, and fructose. This one you need to remember. I mean, it's common, people ask in exam, like they usually give you the A, easy question, how to test Benedict, B, what observation, and then C will be the difficult question that they will ask example of reducing sugar. How to test protein? So in protein, we use a Mylon test. And how you know? Because the solution will become reddish brown precipitate. Okay, like you can see red and brown. So almost the same. Here is brick red precipitate, and here is reddish brown precipitate. Just memorize. Actually not much thing to memorize lah. Only these two tests only ma. After that we got alcohol emulsion. How you know it's fat? You just use emulsion test. How to use emulsion test? For example, you put the oil and there's ethanol, then the thing emulsion will form with like white color thing in the solution. So there's the white color thing. No white color thing means it's no fat. Got white color thing means there's fat. So before we know what is this question, let's know what is food class first. Okay, we go back and find what is food class. Okay, so basically food class, we can see here is carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamin, mineral, fiber, and water. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So food class got 7. Carbohydrate, protein, fat. Just roughly roughly we go through. Carbohydrate is provide energy. Protein is for growth or repair tissue. Fat is for insulation of heat. Vitamin, a lot vitamin. Let's say vitamin C. Let's say to prevent scurvy. To prevent scurvy. Mineral, a lot of mineral. Let's say example, I put iron for the formation of red blood cell. Fiber to prevent constipation, Miss Canberra. And body is to regulate body temperature. Correct or not? So that we won't be too hot, we don't be too cold. Too hot, you die. Too cold, you also die. Okay, let's look at this question. Regulate body temperature. So what are the food class? So this one you need to know. For water is to regulate body temperature. Protein is to actually got two functions. Heal damaged body, or another one is for build new cell. But of course for growth you build new cell is for growth, and to heal, replace damaged body is replacing. So you need protein. Carbohydrate is to give energy, like rice. You eat a lot of rice, you got a lot of energy, so you don't need to eat, keep on eating. Vitamin protect from disease. Therefore, we have vitamin C to protect you from disease. So you can buy a Guardian, Watson, Alpha Pro. They should pay me money, right? I help them to promote. Vitamin, okay, vitamin. But in the exam, usually vitamin C is to prevent scurvy. Just remember like this, okay? Vitamin is to protect from disease, but vitamin C is to protect from scurvy. They sell the medicine, but they don't say that this thing help you to prevent scurvy. This one gives you more strong body antibiotic or what. But in our exam, just remember vitamin C is to prevent scurvy. The function of vitamin is to protect the human body from disease. Vitamin is from what? Vitamin, a lot of vitamin example is the vegetable and fruit. Vegetable and fruits. So it's vegetables. I don't know, a lot of people say vegetable. You want to eat the vegetable? I don't want to eat the vegetable. So the vegetable is a wrong pronunciation. But you can try it in Google, okay? Vegetable and fruit. That's why if you always get sick, maybe you don't eat a lot of 没有吃菜 and don't eat the fruit. So you 生病. That is why when we go to hospital, we buy fruit. You think buy fruit for fun? Buy you mango go hospital, your leg broken already, give you eat the mango for fun. Actually, when we go to hospital, we bring food, buah tangan. Actually, there's a purpose. So that the fruit like grape, orange, there's vitamin. So when the person take the natural vitamin, the person can be healthier. So that can be healed from the disease. So that's a purpose we bring food to the hospital, not just to a Chinese culture thing. So it's been almost like 10 years I didn't eat. I think 20 years, almost 20 years, I didn't eat any Western medicine. Because every time I say I'm sick, I will just eat the orange and make the orange juice. Eat the orange better Eat apple, eat mango, eat passion fruit, eat kiwi for the natural vitamin rather than buying at the pharmacy. Because when you buy at pharmacy, the pill that you buy vitamin C and the orange vitamin C is different, you know. This orange is the organic vitamin C. The pill that you eat is the non-organic. Non-organic means it comes from other things like the rock, the sand, the maybe come from petroleum and all the non-organic stuff. So yep, I support organic stuff. So yeah, vitamin help to protect from disease. Name the disease caused by the deficiency. Still remember vitamin A, B, C, D? The answer, okay. A, B, C, D. What are the disease? The answer is here. A, B, C, D. What are the disease? Try to remember it. Later I want to ask. Okay, so this one very easy. You can look at the notes. For vitamin A is light blindness. Vitamin B is beriberi. Vitamin C is scurvy. And vitamin D is ricket. In order to answer the question, we need to know the question. If you don't know the question, how are you going to answer the question? So, especially it's for Chinese student, if you are not a native speaker or what, you need to find dictionary. Be hardworking. Fine. If you say don't know what is disease, please Google Translate. Disease is 病 Deficiency 是不够 Then 不够有什么东西 If not enough. So deficiency, I have deficiency of money, something like that lah. Okay. That's why we do account deficit. Deficit means not enough money. That got credit, got debit, got profit, got loss. And another word for account is deficit. Not enough. Deficiency, not enough. And we have all these problems. That's why when we eat the food, make sure we have variety. Not every day eat kangkong, eat kangkong, eat kangkong, eat kangkong. I know you guys like kangkong, but no need to always eat the kangkong. You can eat a lot of vegetable and fruit so that it's healthier for you. So you got many vitamins, different vitamins that is sufficient for your body growth. State the effect of health with the definition of mineral. If, okay, mineral, you must understand the word mineral. When we talk about mineral, they are not talking about mineral water. You know why is it called mineral water? This is a mineral water. Pepsi, again, Pepsi sponsor this video. So, yeah. The reason they say it's mineral water because inside got mineral that you cannot see, but some salt is in it. There's a mineral in the mineral water. Another meaning for mineral is this one. Okay, mineral is this one. This is the mineral. Calcium, sodium, iron, iodine, phosphorus, potassium. Deficiency, 如果不够的话, you will again have rickets, muscle cramp, anemia, goiter, ricket, paralysis, muscle cramp. Okay, now I ask again the question. You need to look at those and memorize. Where is it? Iodine, deficiency of iodine, what will happen? Okay, so the answer, iodine, iron, phosphorus. The answer is up here, page 50. We can see if not enough of iron, we will have anemia. You can see here. Not enough iodine, we'll have goiter. Not enough phosphorus, we'll have toothache, or I say ricket. That's why I already tick. I told you if I tick means exam will usually come out. So you must remember. I mean the answer is already here. So you cannot say you don't know. Okay, because it's just up there. What you need to do is just go up and look for this iron and go to the right side. You see the word deficiency and you just need to, the answer is already there. It's really simple. And you cannot say you don't know, okay? The answer is already here, okay? Cannot say don't know. Okay, just start out the answer. Iodine, you will have goiter. Later also I forget, right? iron will cause anemia, and phosphorus will cause rickets. Or just now got one student say toothache also can. Okay, because it relates to the bone lah. When there's not calcium, what will affect your body. Okay, so that's it for this video. I think I will continue in next time. Thank you for watching. See you and bye bye.